Hey, have you ever felt like your brain is wrapped in a thick fog? You walk into a room and forget why you're there. You feel anxious for no reason, and your stomach is constantly bloated, no matter what you eat. If you've experienced any of this, you're about to discover the one surprising link that ties it all together, and it's not what you think. What I'm about to show you is a simple, science-backed approach that can finally get you out of that fog and back to feeling like yourself. And I'm going to share the 3 specific foods you need to start eating right now. Now, for decades, we've treated these issues as separate problems. We take a pill for anxiety, a different pill for bloating, and we just deal with the brain fog. But what if I told you that all of these symptoms, the anxiety, the brain fog, even the bloating, are often just warning signals? They're your body's way of telling you that the real root of the problem isn't in your head, and it's not even in your stomach, it's in your gut. You see, the gut is often called the second brain for a reason, and the connection between your gut and your actual brain is called the gut-brain axis. It's a two-way superhighway of communication, and if the traffic is blocked or full of bad signals, your whole system goes haywire. But here's the part that most people, even doctors, don't fully understand yet. The bad signals are not just causing the bloating, they're actively telling your brain to feel anxious and disconnected. So, how does this all happen? Well, think of your gut as a garden. You want a lush, healthy garden full of good bacteria, right? But what's happening in most people is that this garden is being poisoned. With every processed food, every dose of antibiotics, every stressful day, we're essentially pouring weed killer all over our good bacteria. And the bad guys, the harmful bacteria and yeast, start to take over. And when they take over, they release toxins that travel right up that superhighway to your brain. Now, I know this sounds a little out there, but the science is solid. The vagus nerve is a major part of this gut-brain connection. It's a huge nerve that runs from your brain all the way down to your colon, and it's constantly transmitting information. When your gut is inflamed and overrun with bad bacteria, it sends distress signals up the vagus nerve to your brain, leading to inflammation there, too. And what does brain inflammation cause? You guessed it, brain fog, fatigue, and yes, even anxiety. We have studies published in journals like Times Cell Times and Times Nature Times showing a direct correlation between the state of the gut microbiome and mental health markers. They've found that patients with depression and anxiety often have a lower diversity of gut bacteria. It's not just a feeling, it's a biological fact. But this is where the real power comes in. You can actively change this. You can rebuild your gut and, in turn, heal your brain. And it all starts with the right foods. I'm going to reveal the 3 most powerful foods that will help you do this. But first, let's talk about a simple test you can do right now to see if this is even your problem. Before we get to the 3 foods, a quick sanity check. How do you know if you have this issue? It's simple. Listen to your body after you eat. Do you feel tired, bloated, or gassy? Do you get a craving for sugary or starchy foods? These are classic signs that your gut microbiome is out of balance. Okay, let's get to the solution. The goal here is to introduce foods that act like fertilizer for the good bacteria in your gut. It's all about creating the right environment. The first food, fermented vegetables, like kimchi or sauerkraut. Think of these as a probiotic bomb. They introduce billions of beneficial bacteria into your system. But here's the key. Look for live cultures or unpasteurized on the label. Otherwise, you're just buying dead cabbage. A small amount with a meal is all you need to start seeing results. The second food, apple cider vinegar. Now, I know what you're thinking, this is an old-school remedy. But there's a reason it's so effective. A tablespoon of ACV in water before a meal helps to increase stomach acid. And why is that so important? Because stomach acid is your first line of defense. It kills off the bad bacteria and yeasts before they can even get into your small intestine. This is the simple step that almost everyone is missing. The third food, prebiotic-rich foods. This is different from probiotics. Prebiotics are the food for your good bacteria. They're like fertilizer for your gut garden. My favorites are raw onions and garlic. I know, they're not sexy, but they are incredibly potent. Other great options are asparagus and green bananas. You don't have to eat a ton, just a little every day will make a massive difference. And trust me, it may feel strange to add these to your diet, but once you start, you'll be amazed at how quickly you see a difference. But there's one critical step you must take if you want any of this to work. I'll tell you what it is right after this quick recap. So, to recap, that feeling of being bloated, brain-fogged, and anxious isn't just in your head. It's often a direct result of an unbalanced gut. The communication superhighway between your gut and your brain, the gut-brain axis, is sending distress signals. But you can fix it. You start by adding these 3 things. 1. Live fermented foods like kimchi or sauerkraut to introduce good bacteria. 2. Apple cider vinegar to boost stomach acid and kill the bad guys. 3. Prebiotic foods like onions and garlic to feed your good bacteria. And the one critical step I mentioned? You have to be consistent. This isn't a 1-week fix. Your gut microbiome changes slowly. Stick with this for at least 2 to 4 weeks. And I promise, you'll start to feel that fog lift and that anxiety dissipate. If you want more science-backed natural health solutions like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and click the little bell so you don't miss a thing. I release new videos every week, designed to help you take back control of your health. What's a gut symptom you've been struggling with? Let me know in the comments below. We'll be responding to as many as we can.